Sometimes our relationships with others grow stronger during the most difficult moments of our lives. For me, it happened when I got diagnosed with cancer. I remember going into my doctor's office with my mom to find out the results of a chest x-ray I had taken a few days earlier. "Now, I don't want you to panic," said my doctor, "but I think that the symptoms you're having are due to lymphoma." "What's that?" I asked. "Well, it's a cancer of the lymph nodes," he replied. My mom and I looked at each other, at a loss for words as we digested this news. From that moment on, our world revolved around my health. My mom and I spent our days going to one appointment after another. The idea that I had cancer growing inside me seemed surreal. Not knowing how to cope with the uncertainty of the situation, I convinced myself that I didn't have cancer. But then, after 7 weeks worth of tests, I got a phone call at work confirming my diagnosis. It was stage 3 Hodgkin's lymphoma. As the shock of the diagnosis wore off, it was replaced by an overwhelming fear of my future. I drove straight home, knowing that my mom would be there. She took one look at my face and realized what had happened. She sat down next to me and gently stroked my hair, just like when I was a kid, saying, "Don't worry, we will figure this out together." In that moment, my fear faded as I realized that I wasn't alone. This wasn't just my journey, it was one that we were going to take together. I knew that no matter what came next, she would be there for me. And she was. She drove me to and from every chemo infusion. She waited with me for hours at doctor's appointments. She held my hand when it came time to shave my head. For the next 6 months, she took on the role of my caregiver, focusing on fulfilling my every need. Looking back now, I can't imagine facing cancer without the support of my mom. Somehow, in the midst of pain and suffering, I had grown closer to her than ever before.